Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about a very useful English topic: how to talk about yourself in English. This topic is very important for every English learner because in real life, people often ask you simple questions like, "Tell me about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? What are your goals? Why are you learning English?" When someone asks these questions, many learners become nervous. They know the answer in their mind, but they cannot say it clearly in English. They start thinking too much. They worry about grammar. They worry about pronunciation. They worry about mistakes. They worry that people will laugh. But today, I want to tell you something very important. You do not need perfect English to talk about yourself. You need simple English. You need clear ideas. You need confidence. And most importantly, you need practice. Talking about yourself is one of the best ways to improve your English because you already know your own life. You do not need to imagine a difficult topic. You can talk about your name, your place, your work, your study, your family, your hobbies, your daily routine, your dreams, and your goals. These are simple things, but they are very powerful for English speaking practice. When you learn how to talk about yourself, you feel more confident in conversations. You can introduce yourself in school. You can introduce yourself in college. You can introduce yourself in interviews. You can talk to new friends. You can speak in online meetings. You can answer questions without fear. This video will help you learn step by step. You will learn how to start your introduction. You will learn how to talk about your daily life. You will learn how to talk about your hobbies and interests. You will learn how to talk about your goals and dreams. And you will learn how to speak naturally without making your answer too difficult. So listen carefully. Repeat useful sentences. Practice with your own information. And do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are part of learning. Every sentence you speak makes your English stronger. Every time you try, your confidence grows. Chapter 1. Start with a simple and clear introduction. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," do not panic. Do not think that you need a very long answer. Do not think that you need big English words. Do not think that you must speak like a native speaker immediately. In the beginning, your goal is not to impress everyone. Your goal is to communicate clearly. A good self-introduction should be simple, natural, and easy to understand. You can start with basic information. Your name, where you are from, what you do, what you are learning, and one or two simple details about your life. For example, you can say, "Hello, my name is Daniel. I am from Canada. I am a student. I am learning English. I like reading and listening to podcasts. My goal is to speak English with confidence." This is a simple introduction, but it is very useful. It tells people who you are. It tells people where you are from. It tells people what you do. It tells people what you like. It tells people your goal. Many English learners make one common mistake. They try to make their introduction too difficult. They use long sentences. They search for advanced words. They try to speak fast, and then they get confused. But clear English is better than complicated English. Simple English is not weak. Simple English is powerful when it is clear. For example, do not start like this if you are a beginner. "I am an enthusiastic and highly motivated individual who is passionate about personal development and communication improvement." This sentence is not bad, but for beginners, it can feel difficult. Instead, you can say, I am a motivated person. I like learning new things. I want to improve my communication skills. This is easier. This is clearer. This is better for speaking practice. Remember this rule. Speak simply first. Speak naturally later. Speak beautifully with practice. Your introduction can begin with, hello, my name is, I am from, I live in, I am a student. I work in, I am learning English. I like, my goal is, these sentence starters are very helpful. Let's understand them one by one. First, talk about your name. You can say, hello, my name is Daniel, or hi, I am Daniel. Both are correct. If you want a formal introduction, say, hello, my name is Daniel. If you want a casual introduction, say, hi, I am Daniel. After your name, talk about where you are from. You can say, I am from Canada, I am from Spain, I am from Brazil, I am from Japan. Or you can say, I live in London, I live in New York, I live in a small town, I live in a big city. These sentences are easy, but they make your introduction more complete. After that, talk about what you do. If you are a student, you can say, I am a student. I study at college. I am studying business. I am studying computer science. I am studying English. If you work, you can say, I work in an office. I work in sales. I work in marketing. I work as a teacher. I work as a designer. I create content online. If you are not working right now, you can still answer confidently. You can say, right now, I am learning new skills. Right now, I am focusing on my English. Right now, I am preparing for my future. Right now, I am improving myself. These answers sound positive. You do not need to feel ashamed. Everyone is in a different stage of life. Speak with confidence. After talking about what you do, talk about what you like. This makes your introduction more friendly. You can say, I like reading, I like music, I like watching movies, I like learning English, I like playing sports, I like traveling, I like listening to podcasts, I like watching educational videos. You can also use, I enjoy reading books, I enjoy learning new things, I enjoy talking to people, I enjoy spending time with my family, I enjoy improving myself. The word enjoy sounds natural. For example, I enjoy reading books. I enjoy listening to English podcasts. I enjoy learning about personal growth. Now add your goal. This is very important because it shows direction. You can say, my goal is to speak English with confidence. My goal is to improve my communication skills. My goal is to become fluent in English. My goal is to speak without fear. My goal is to understand English movies and podcasts. My goal is to use English in my career. These sentences are very useful for English learners. Now let's create a full, simple introduction. Example 1. Hello, my name is Daniel. I am from Canada. I am a student. I am learning English because I want to speak with confidence. I like reading, listening to podcasts, and learning new things. My goal is to communicate clearly in English. This introduction is simple and strong. Now another example. Example 2. Hi, my name is Sophia. I live in London. I work in an office. In my free time, I like reading books and watching educational videos. I am learning English because I want to improve my communication skills. My goal is to speak English naturally and confidently. This answer is also good. It is not too long, it is not too short. It gives useful information. Now another example for beginners. Example 3. Hello, my name is Alex. I am learning English. I like music and movies. I practice English every day. My goal is to speak English without fear. This is very simple, and it is perfect for beginners. Do not think simple sentences are useless. Simple sentences are the foundation of fluent speaking. If you cannot speak simple sentences confidently, difficult sentences will not help you. So first, build your base. Practice short lines. Repeat them again and again. Then slowly, make your answer longer. Now let's learn a simple structure. You can use this structure anytime. First, say your name. Second, say where you are from or where you live. Third, say what you do. Fourth, say what you like. Fifth, say your English goal or life goal. This structure makes your answer easy. For example, my name is Ryan. I am from Australia. I am a student. I like reading and playing football. My goal is to speak English with confidence. Now you can change the words and make your own answer. My name is, I am from, I am a, I like. My goal is, this is your basic self-introduction formula. Every English learner should practice this. Now let's make it more natural. Instead of speaking like separate lines, you can connect your ideas. You can say, hello, my name is Ryan and I am from Australia. I am a student and I am learning English. In my free time, I like reading and playing football. My goal is to speak English with more confidence. This sounds more natural, but do not worry if you cannot connect sentences in the beginning. Start with separate sentences. Then practice connecting them. Step by step, your speaking will become smoother. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Mistake number 1 is speaking too fast. Many learners think fast English means good English. But that is not true. Clear English is better than fast English. If you speak too fast, you may make more mistakes. People may not understand you, and you may feel more nervous. So speak slowly. Speak clearly. Use pauses. A calm voice sounds more confident than a rushed voice. Mistake number 2 is memorizing one perfect answer and never changing it. It is okay to practice one introduction, but you should also learn how to change it. Because in real conversations, people may ask different questions. They may ask, where do you live? What do you do? What do you like doing? Why are you learning English? What are your future plans? So practice different answers. Do not become dependent on only one memorized paragraph. Mistake number 3 is using difficult words without understanding them. Some learners copy advanced sentences from the internet. But when they speak, they do not sound natural. It is better to use words you understand. If you understand your own sentence, you will speak with more confidence. Mistake number 4 is feeling ashamed of simple English. Never feel ashamed. Every fluent speaker started with simple sentences. Every confident speaker made mistakes. Every good speaker was once a beginner. Your simple English today can become fluent English tomorrow if you keep practicing. Now let's do a practice section. Repeat these lines slowly. Hello, my name is Daniel. I am learning English. I want to speak with confidence. I like reading and listening to podcasts. I practice English every day. My goal is to communicate clearly. Now say it together. Hello, my name is Daniel. I am learning English. I want to speak with confidence. I like reading and listening to podcasts. I practice English every day. My goal is to communicate clearly. Now replace Daniel with your name. Use your own country. Use your own hobby. Use your own goal. This is how you make English personal. When English is connected to your real life, it becomes easier to remember. You do not need to talk about difficult topics all the time. Start with yourself. Talk about your day. Talk about your interests. Talk about your plans. Talk about your learning journey because your life is the best practice topic. If you can talk about yourself clearly, you will feel more confident in many conversations. You will not feel completely blank when someone asks you a question. You will have a basic structure in your mind, and that structure will help you speak. So the first lesson is simple. Start small. Speak clearly. Use easy sentences. Talk about real information. Practice your introduction many times. Do not wait for perfect English. Start with the English you have today. Your introduction does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be clear. And with daily practice, your clear introduction will become more natural, more confident, and more powerful. Chapter 2. Talk about your daily life in simple English. After you introduce yourself, the next best thing to talk about is your daily life. Why? Because your daily life is easy to explain. You already know what you do every day. You do not need to create a difficult story. You can talk about your morning, your work, your study, your habits, your free time, your English practice, and your evening routine. This is one of the best ways to improve English speaking. Many learners think they need big topics to practice English. They think they need to talk about business, politics, science, or difficult ideas. But that is not true. Before you talk about big topics, first learn to talk about your own life. Your daily life gives you hundreds of simple English sentences. For example, I wake up early. I drink water. I get ready for the day. I go to work. I study in the morning. I practice English. I listen to podcasts. I read books. I spend time with my family. I sleep at night. These sentences look simple, but they are very powerful. Because real English speaking starts from daily life. If you can describe your day clearly, you can speak more naturally. If you can explain your routine, you can answer many common questions. People may ask, what do you do every day? What is your daily routine? How do you spend your morning? What do you do in your free time? How do you practice English? What do you usually do after work? What do you do before sleeping? If you practice these answers, you will feel more confident in conversations. Now let's learn how to talk about your daily life step by step. Start with your morning. You can say, I usually wake up early in the morning. After waking up, I drink a glass of water. Then I get ready for the day. After that, I have breakfast. Then I start my work or study. This is very simple, but it sounds natural. You can also say, my morning is usually simple. I wake up, freshen up, and prepare myself for the day. I try to start my morning with a positive mind. Sometimes I listen to English in the morning. It helps me feel motivated. This answer is better because it gives more detail. When you talk about your daily life, do not only say what you do. Also say how you feel. This makes your English more natural. For example, instead of saying only, I wake up early, you can say, I try to wake up early because it helps me feel fresh and focused. Instead of saying only, I practice English, you can say, I practice English because I want to speak with more confidence. Instead of saying only, I read books, you can say, I read books because reading gives me new ideas and improves my vocabulary. This is how you make your answer longer and better. Use this simple formula. Say what you do. Then say why you do it. For example, I listen to English podcasts because they help me improve my listening skills. I write a few lines every day because writing helps me think in English. I speak to myself in English because it helps me become more confident. I watch educational videos because I like learning new things. This formula is very useful. What you do plus why you do it. Now let's talk about work or study. If you are a student, you can say, I am a student, so most of my day is connected to my studies. I attend classes. I complete my homework. I revise my lessons. I also try to learn English in my free time. My goal is to balance my studies and my English practice. This is a good answer. If you work, you can say, I work during the day. My work keeps me busy, but I still try to make time for English. Sometimes I practice in the morning. Sometimes I practice at night. Even if I am busy, I try to learn a few new words every day. This sounds natural and realistic. If you work from home, you can say, I work from home, so my routine is a little flexible. I start my work in the morning. I take small breaks during the day. In my break time, I sometimes listen to English or repeat useful sentences. This helps me use my time wisely. If you're not working or studying right now, you can still talk about your daily life with confidence. You can say, right now, I am focusing on learning new skills. I spend my day improving myself. I practice English, watch educational videos, and prepare for better opportunities. I believe this time is important for my growth. This answer is positive. It shows confidence. It shows that you are using your time for improvement. Now let's talk about English practice in your daily life. This is very important for learners. You can say, I try to practice English every day. I listen to simple English podcasts. I repeat useful sentences. I read short paragraphs. I write a few lines about my day. I also try to speak to myself in English. This routine helps me improve slowly. This is a very useful paragraph. Every learner can use it. You can also say, I do not practice English for many hours, but I try to practice a little every day. I believe small daily practice is better than no practice. Even 5 or 10 minutes can help if I stay consistent. This sounds honest and motivating. Many learners feel bad because they cannot practice for a long time. But they should understand that small practice also matters. If you practice for 10 minutes every day, your confidence will grow. If you repeat 5 sentences every day, your speaking will improve. If you read 1 paragraph every day, your vocabulary will become better. If you write 5 lines every day, your thinking in English will become stronger. So when you talk about your daily life, include your English practice. This will help you speak about your learning journey. Now let's learn some useful daily routine sentences. You can say, I usually wake up at 6 o'clock. I start my day with a positive thought. I drink water and get ready. I have breakfast in the morning. I go to work. I attend my classes. I study for a few hours. I take a short break. I listen to English during my free time. I practice speaking for a few minutes. I read something useful. I spend time with my family. I relax in the evening. I sleep at night. These sentences are easy, but if you practice them daily, they will become natural. Now let's make a complete example. Example 1. My daily life is simple. I usually wake up early in the morning. After waking up, I drink water and get ready for the day. Then I have breakfast and start my work. During the day, I stay busy, but I try to use my free time wisely. Whenever I get time, I listen to English podcasts or repeat useful sentences. In the evening, I relax, spend time with my family, and read something useful. Before sleeping, I sometimes write a few lines in English about my day. This small habit helps me improve my English step by step. This is a strong answer. It is simple. It is clear. It gives details. It talks about routine and English practice. Now another example. Example 2. My routine is not perfect, but I try to make it better. In the morning, I wake up and prepare myself for the day. I do my work and complete my responsibilities. Sometimes I feel busy, but I still try to practice English. I listen to English while walking. I repeat simple sentences. I try to speak about my day in English. At night, I think about what I learned. I believe daily practice can make me more confident. This answer is also very good. It sounds real. It does not sound fake. It shows effort. It shows learning. It shows progress. Now let's talk about how to make your answer longer. Many learners can speak 2 or 3 sentences, but then they stop. They do not know how to continue. Here is a simple method. Use time words. Time words help you organize your daily routine. You can use in the morning. After that, during the day, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, before sleeping. These words make your answer smooth. For example, in the morning, I wake up early and get ready for the day. After that, I have breakfast and start my work. During the day, I stay busy with my responsibilities. In the evening, I try to relax and practice English. At night, I think about my day and prepare for tomorrow. This answer is easy to follow. Time words help your listener understand you. Now let's learn another method. Use frequency words. Frequency words tell how often you do something. You can use always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, every day, once a week, most of the time. For example, I usually wake up early. I often listen to English podcasts. I sometimes read short stories. I practice English every day. I rarely waste time in the morning. These words make your English better. They help you describe your habits clearly. Now let's make a paragraph using frequency words. I usually start my day early. I always try to begin with a positive mind. I often listen to English in the morning. Sometimes I practice speaking while walking. I read English paragraphs every day. Most of the time, I try to use my free time for learning. This paragraph is simple and natural. Now let's talk about feelings. If you want your answer to sound more personal, talk about how your routine makes you feel. You can say, "This routine helps me feel focused. English practice makes me feel confident. Reading helps me feel calm. Learning new things gives me motivation. When I practice daily, I feel proud of myself. When I miss practice, I try again the next day." These sentences are very useful. They make your answer more meaningful. Now let's create a longer answer with routine, English practice, and feelings. My daily life is simple, but I try to make it meaningful. I usually wake up in the morning and prepare myself for the day. After that, I complete my work and responsibilities. During the day, I try to stay focused. Whenever I get free time, I practice English. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Sometimes I repeat useful sentences. Sometimes I read short English paragraphs. I like this habit because it helps me improve slowly. I do not want to learn English only for exams. I want to use English in real life. I want to speak clearly and confidently. That is why I try to practice every day. At night, I think about my progress. If I practiced, I feel happy. If I did not practice, I remind myself to continue tomorrow. I know learning takes time, but I believe consistency can change everything. This is a beautiful answer. It is detailed. It is easy to understand. It is useful for English learners. Now let's talk about common mistakes when talking about daily life. Mistake number 1 is using only one-word answers. For example, If someone asks, "What do you do every day?" do not only say, "Study, work, English, reading." These answers are too short. Instead, say full sentences. I study every day because I want to improve my knowledge. I work during the day and I practice English in my free time. I read simple English paragraphs to improve my vocabulary. Full sentences make your speaking better. Mistake number 2 is trying to translate everything. Many learners think in their own language first, then translate into English. This makes speaking slow. Instead, learn simple English patterns and use them directly. For example, I usually, I often, I like to, I try to, I want to, I practice, I spend time, I feel. These patterns are easy. Use them again and again. Mistake number 3 is thinking your daily life is boring. Some learners say, "My life is simple. I have nothing to say." But simple life can still give you good English practice. You can talk about your habits. You can talk about your goals. You can talk about what you are learning. You can talk about how you want to improve. Your daily life may be simple, but your English practice can be powerful. Mistake number 4 is stopping when you forget a word. If you forget a word, do not stop completely. Use simple words. For example, if you forget the word routine, you can say, "The things I do every day." If you forget the word responsibilities, you can say, "My daily work." If you forget the word consistent, you can say, "Doing something every day." This is communication. You do not need perfect vocabulary. You need the ability to explain your idea. Now let's do a practice section. Repeat these lines slowly. My daily life is simple. I usually wake up in the morning. I get ready for the day. I complete my work and responsibilities. I practice English in my free time. I listen, repeat, read, and speak. This small habit helps me improve. My goal is to speak English with confidence. Now say it as one paragraph. My daily life is simple. I usually wake up in the morning. I get ready for the day. I complete my work and responsibilities. I practice English in my free time. I listen, repeat, read, and speak. This small habit helps me improve. My goal is to speak English with confidence. Now change this paragraph with your own information. If you wake up late, say, "I usually wake up a little late." If you are a student, say, "I attend classes and complete my homework." If you work, say, "I go to work and complete my tasks." If you practice at night, say, "I practice English at night." Make it real. Make it personal. Make it yours. This is how you become better at speaking. Now here's a very useful question and answer practice. Question: what is your daily routine? Answer: my daily routine is simple. I wake up in the morning, get ready, and start my work. During the day, I stay busy with my responsibilities. In my free time, I practice English. I listen to podcasts, repeat useful sentences, and read simple paragraphs. At night, I relax and prepare for the next day. Question: how do you practice English every day? Answer: I practice English in small ways. I listen to English for a few minutes. I repeat useful sentences. I read simple English paragraphs. I also try to speak to myself about my day. This helps me improve my speaking and confidence. Question: what do you do in your free time? Answer: in my free time, I like learning new things. I listen to podcasts, watch educational videos, read books, and practice English. I try to use my free time for growth. Question: why do you practice English? Answer: I practice English because I want to speak with confidence. I want to communicate clearly. I want to express my thoughts without fear. I know daily practice will help me improve. These answers are very helpful. Practice them loudly. Do not only read them in your mind, speak them. Your mouth needs practice. Your voice needs practice. Your confidence needs practice. Now remember this important lesson. Talking about your daily life is not a small topic. It is the foundation of real English speaking. If you can talk about your daily life, you can start conversations more easily. You can answer common questions. You can speak without feeling completely blank. You can build confidence step by step. So, from today, practice talking about your day in English. In the morning, say what you are doing. During the day, describe your actions. At night, talk about what happened. Use simple sentences. For example, today I woke up early. I completed my work. I practiced English for 10 minutes. I learned 3 new words. I felt good because I continued. Tomorrow I will practice again. This small habit can change your English. Because when you speak about your own life, English becomes personal. It becomes real. It becomes natural. So do not wait for big topics. Start with your own day. Start with your own routine. Start with your own simple sentences. The more you talk about your life, the more confident you will become. And slowly you will realize that English is not only something you study. English is something you use. Every day, in real life, with real thoughts, with real confidence. So this was today's lesson about how to talk about yourself in English. Remember, you do not need perfect English to introduce yourself. You only need simple words, clear ideas, and regular practice. Start with your name. Talk about your daily life. Talk about your hobbies and interests. Talk about your personality. Then talk about your goals, dreams, and English learning journey. When you follow this simple structure, speaking becomes easier. You will not feel blank. You will not feel confused. You will know what to say and how to continue. And most importantly, do not be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Every sentence you speak makes your English stronger. Every time you practice, your confidence grows. So, from today, practice talking about yourself in English. Speak loudly. Use simple sentences. Repeat again and again. Tell your own story. Because your life is the best topic for English practice. If this lesson helped you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep practicing English with us every day. Your English will improve step by step. Your confidence will grow step by step. And one day, you will speak about yourself naturally, clearly, and confidently. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep speaking, and never stop practicing.